sun is shining, the grass is swaying in the wind. Salutation, guys! Welcome back to Amplified Hardcore. Yep, I've installed myself a couple of shaders, and wow, those clouds really make a difference. And everything looks beautiful. Now, I can't run this kind of thing in the Malevolent server because we're on these snapshots, and obviously people can't update their shaders quick enough to keep up with the snapshot releases. But it's absolutely gorgeous here on my hardcore world. Now, this is hardcore and it's amplified, so if I die, I lose the entire world. So, last time I saw you guys, try not to fall too far, I had just found this village. Good old Frank over there had let me use his farms. I now have a stack and a half of carrots, stack of a baked potato, a few bits of wood. I decided not to pull down the village, some stone tools, and I'm ready to move out. Now I'll let you guys go. Now, last time I was going to be heading over that direction and looking to set up a base. Now, also one of my followers, Plastic Feast, has set me a challenge to accomplish all achievements. So if I open up achievements, you have a look. I've got just a few: taking inventory, benchmarking, getting wood. Now, some of them are going to be a bit difficult. Have I got diamonds already? Pretty sure I haven't got diamonds. Fish. Hot topic. Anyway, achieving all achievements is going to be a bit difficult. Obviously, overkill means fighting lots of mobs. I need to head to the Nether. Requires into fire. It's going to be quite difficult. Now, I think if it's still here, this is going to be the hard one. Now, it sounds easy. Fly off a cliff riding on the back of a pig. Now, I don't know if you know this about amplified biomes, but this is a small cliff. So I don't know about riding off the edge of a cliff with a pig. Now, one of the other things about this series is I've decided to make this the odd change. Previously, what was happening is I do a little bit of singing, a little bit of bopping, just literally telling you what's happening as it's happening. I also want to try and challenge taking a topic as I play. Have I got enough iron for a bucket? I have a feeling trying to get down here will lead to my death. I could maybe jump from there. No, I won't hit the water. Also want to take on a topic of discussion and just give my opinion on it. Now, because Plastic Feast is kind of the only guy really to give me some feedback and tell me what he really wants to see from the series, I think first of all I'll give my opinions on Doctor Who. That's right, I absolutely love Doctor Who. It's one of my all-time favourite sci-fi series, and I have a few because I'm a massive sci-fi fan. Now, the particular topic is the brand new Doctor, the 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi. He's recently taken over the role from Matt Smith, who, despite the fact I wasn't a big fan of Matt Smith's work when he took over the role, I'm not a huge fan of him now, but I appreciate he's grown into the role and did an awesome job. This could be a series over if I jump this and fail. 3 blocks out. Can I jump that far? Or is it worth... Yeah, let's try this. I have to remember I'm not in my diamond armor from the malicious server. Yeah, so... anyway, as I was saying, not a big fan of Matt Smith. I appreciate he was amazing in the end. The scene where he's slowly losing his mind, slowly kind of devolving into the base form, ready to regenerate into Peter Capaldi, was absolutely stunning when he's seeing memories of Amy when she's younger than when she's older, saying goodbye. And it was very telling that right towards the end, he took off his bow tie. That was saying, That's it. From here on out, I am gone. That was very emotional. So apologies there for the slight frame rate drop. These shaders, even with my Super PC handling an amplified biome, shaders, and kind of action can be a bit harsh. But I think it's a good trade-off for, well, that view there. And I just love the way the trees blow in the wind and you can still walk around on top of them. I really should heal up because I could kill myself just by not paying attention. And that's one of the good things about discussing a topic while I'm playing. It gives me a lot of distraction. There's many more chances that I am going to get myself blown up. Now I think it is this direction. Yeah, I recognise that waterfall. So yeah, that's the end of Matt Smith for Doctor Who, and now we have Peter Capaldi, who shot out of nowhere. Now I'm really looking forward to his performance because not only is he an older Doctor, which some of my favourite Doctors have been. I particularly liked John Pertwee. Tom Baker was pretty good as well, but John Pertwee is a bit more relevant when talking about Peter Capaldi as well. So I'm really looking forward to Capaldi's take on it. Also, recently it has been revealed what Peter Capaldi, the 12th Doctor's new costume will look like. Now, if you've not seen the pictures, I'll slip one in here. Excellent. Hopefully you'll have seen that. Now, if you have, you'll notice it's, again, as with all the newer Doctors, it's not kind of like a full-out costume like the classic Doctors had. Also, you'll notice it kind of shares a resemblance with the third Doctor, with John Pertwee, which is why he's really relevant to talk about earlier. It does kind of just make me feel the third Doctor's kind of style, if you get what I mean. Now, I've run off without taking a bed, so I can't sleep through the night. Are there any sheep around? Because it's going to get very tough. You're not a sheep. It's going to get very tough if I don't get some wool and get my head down tonight. So I don't want to just be standing and talking at you guys in a cave all night. Shoot, we've got mobs. I'm in. Not an entire set of armor as well. Oh dear, we've got creepers. Okay, I'm going to have to pull in. And we'll do some caving during the night. Then we'll head up to the floating islands up there. Oh wow, this looks gorgeous. Okay, let's do some caving because I need more iron, obviously, because I've not got a full set of armor. So yeah, the comparisons to Peter Capaldi's new costume have been made to a magician. Now, I understand it's got the full suit with the purple waistcoat and the flowing jacket, but I think that's being a bit harsh. And to be honest, you know, the Doctor is kind of a magician. He's just a mad magician with a big blue box. So I think that's kind of not too bad. And he's promising to make the series a bit more intense, a bit more serious. Now, talking of a bit more intense, a bit more serious, also, there have been a few leaks of what's going to happen. The first episode, or the first couple of episodes, it might be a double bill. Apparently, he has newly regenerated, and he's seen in his pajamas in Victorian London with Strax. Need to get that right. I'm going to get some complaints. Strax, Vastra, and Jenny, and of course his companion, Clara, in Victoria, London, in his pajamas. So he's having a very similar start, obviously being in his pajamas and having newly regenerated, to David Tennant. So you actually get to see like the slightly weaker stage. But it's quite interesting that this time around we're going to be having Strax, Vastra, and Jenny, and we're going to have Clara together. Now, previously, when Vastra, Jenny, and Clara were together, everything was fast moving. We're taking on the Scarlet Terror, and so there wasn't really enough time to discuss, well, why is Clara around? Hopefully, we'll also find out if Clara has been around in Peter Capaldi's Doctor, because we know she's been spread throughout his timeline up until the point where he apparently died on Trenzalore. Now, whether there's been a change in time and he no longer dies on Trenzalore, or he doesn't die on Trenzalore yet, we can't really be sure, because it can be tricky like that. So we'll have to see. But if it is in fact that time has been changed, he no longer dies on Trenzalore, then that means this is the first Doctor that Clara has not met while she is distributed just throughout her timeline, which is quite interesting. But I will say, it does look like in one of the scenes the Doctor is riding a horse in his Victorian pajamas, so it should be all action. Now, another point about the new Doctor is the fact that I am calling him the 12th Doctor. Some people might not like that because we have the War Doctor who, before he regenerated into old pointy ears Eccleston, kind of got the nod that yes, I really am a Doctor. He finally got the thumbs up from his fellow Doctors. But do remember that was kind of wiped out. That was kind of erased because the timeline resyncing. And I'm going to get so many complaints if I don't make myself a spade here and use it. Let's get rid of poisonous potato. Let's make myself a spade, because the last thing I want is people coming around and going, "You didn't use a spade!" Well, certainly if I use my shovel, I'll get... certainly if I use my pickaxe, I'll get into trouble. So yeah, there are many, many, many different ways you can count the Doctors. You can count the War Doctor, which would make Peter Capaldi the 13th Doctor. You could count every time regeneration energy was used, and say, well, you could use his regenerations instead of his actual physical changes, which means there's regeneration when David Tennant created the next Doctor when he repaired himself. I'm trying to remember the term for it now. I'm going to get myself in trouble. But basically, when he force regenerated to turn his hand into the Donna Doctor. So you could say that makes him the 14th Doctor, including the regeneration into the War Doctor. I think there's another regeneration, if I remember correctly, which is just thrown away, meaning he could be the 15th Doctor. So it's very important not to take, not to count his regenerations, or not to take it too seriously. Remembering the Doctor lies, so even before we meet the Doctor, he could have had 5, 6, 7 regenerations. It's unlikely because, of course, he only gets 13, and there's a lot of canon behind it. But the Doctor lies. Who knows what's happened in the past? But we'll call him the 12th Doctor because it's just easier. Okay, so that's my pit gone. Did I get any iron while I was down there? I've got 3 iron. I've got my furnace. So yeah. Also, another thing that we have from Peter Capaldi's Doctor. Actually, I'll quickly make myself a new pick up that coal. Is that apparently the Daleks were to be retired for this new season, season 8, I believe. But at the request of Peter Capaldi himself, the Daleks are actually going to be making a return. Now I don't know what episode. I don't have the name, but this is news which has come from blaster.com. So I can't say it's 100% confirmed, but apparently he's decided himself. He's kind of not begged, but he's kind of requested that the Daleks make a return, even though they used in the 50th anniversary. They made a feature, the Asylum of the Daleks. To me, they feel slightly overused, but you know, every Doctor deserves a chance. I didn't really like Tennant when he first started, and then I absolutely loved Tennant at the end. Wasn't a big fan of Matt Smith. He had an absolutely amazing final season, which kind of makes up for a few things I don't like in the past. Eccleston, well, it was pretty good from the start, but we'll not talk about him because, well, let's just not talk about Eccleston. It'll get people upset. Excellent daytime, but I do hear spiders, so... Okay, seems like the spider is around, but not going to jump me. So I do need to be careful of those creepers. They've probably despawned, but the last thing I want is those creepers sneak up on me. Okay, so now I think this is where I was headed originally. Ah, here we go, that way. Oh, again, need to be careful with my damage. So yeah, we'll be seeing the Daleks back. Now, I'm quite interested to find out whether it's going to be the Gold Daleks, the Eccleston Daleks, I'll call them, or whether it's going to be the Smith Daleks, which the new paradigm, which made an appearance and then almost instantly disappeared again. The main reason I find that interesting is because we had the new paradigm that disappeared into the time stream, or disappeared into space, and then they kind of retreated. BBC has kind of retreated from those, literally showing every other different kind of Dalek, apart from the Smith, the new paradigm Daleks, which look very 70s, very classic Doctor. Now, the fact that we're getting an older Doctor which feels more like, feels a lot more like John Pertwee, the third Doctor, who is a classic Doctor, is an older Doctor, much like the classic Doctors, and we already have some very 70s Daleks looking going around. The possibility is we're going to have a very beautiful looking series. It's going to be more intense. It's going to be darker. And at the same time, we're going to have these big, well, not 7 foot, but big 6 foot 70s cliche Daleks running around. Is that going to be the case? Whoa! No! Dudes, this is the first episode back for hardcore, and I've already died. You cannot respawn in hardcore mode. Okay, guys. So that is the end of the episode, not necessarily the end of the series. The score is 153. Now, if you want to see the series return, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to return the series, and we'll start from scratch. If you don't, just leave in the comments. That's enough. But you know what? I'm not going to let a score 153 go. So I'm probably going to be playing this on my own. So, how do you like the new format? Do you like me discussing a particular geek topic every week? Do you like the fact I've got the new shaders on? And are there any other challenges you want me to do on the new world? This is Dante Solablood signing off. T to the T to the F to the N. Ta-ta, folks. Bye. Bye-bye, world.